Exhausted every day, even after a full night in bed? If you are over 60, the wrong bedtime habits can raise your blood pressure, fog your memory, and even increase your risk of a nighttime fall on the way to the bathroom. A bad fall can change your life in one day. The fix is not a new pillow or another pill. It is stopping 7 sneaky habits in the last 2 hours before lights out. I will show you what to avoid, why it hits harder after 60, and exactly what to do instead tonight. This video is educational and not medical advice. Always talk with your healthcare provider. Sleep changes with age. Your brain makes less melatonin, the hormone that signals darkness and rest. Deep sleep shrinks, so small noises wake you. Your bladder holds less. Your baroreflex, the pressure sensor that keeps you steady when you stand, slows down. Medicines also shift the game. Diuretics, decongestants, some antidepressants, and evening blood pressure pills can disturb sleep or push you into the bathroom. When poor sleep builds up, your reaction time drops, balance slips, and cravings for sugar rise. That is why late snacks and extra caffeine creep in and make tomorrow worse. The goal after 60 is not perfect sleep every night. The goal is a strong evening routine that your brain can recognize and repeat. When you remove the blockers and add the right cues, melatonin rises on time, your core temperature drops, and you fall asleep faster with fewer wake-ups. Small changes stack up. Your energy, mood, and confidence return. Welcome to your weekly guide for adults 60 plus and the caregivers who love them. I turn solid science into simple steps that protect your sleep, your balance, and your independence. If that matters to you, tap like and subscribe so you never miss a tip. Tell me your country in the comments so I can match examples to your stores, seasons, and schedules. Let's count down 7 bedtime habits to stop now, from common troublemakers to the one that sends more seniors to the emergency room. Habit number 7. Bright screens and overhead LEDs in the last hour. You finish the day with a phone, tablet, or bright TV right in your face. The light looks harmless, but your brain reads it as morning. According to Harvard Medical School sleep experts in 2019, blue-rich evening light delays melatonin by hours and cuts total sleep time. The mechanism is direct. Light sensors in your eyes signal the brain clock to hold back melatonin. After 60, melatonin starts lower, so the delay hits harder. Short-term you toss and turn. Long-term your schedule drifts later, naps creep in, and fatigue grows. Safety also slips because late nights often mean dim eyes, quick steps, and stumbles. Do this tonight. Turn off handheld screens 1 hour before bed. Dim lamps and switch to warm light at sunset. Keep the bedroom dark and cool. Charge devices outside the room so you are not tempted. If you must use a device, turn on night mode, hold it farther away, and set a 15-minute shutdown timer. Up next is the habit that looks healthy, but wakes you up twice and makes midnight falls more likely. Habit number 6. Big drinks and late diuretics before lights out. You think more water is always better, so you top off right before bed. Then you get up at 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases reported in 2020 that nocturia becomes more common with age. As bladder capacity declines and pelvic floor or prostate issues grow, the mechanism is simple. Extra evening fluid fills the bladder while you sleep. Lying down also pulls fluid from your legs back into circulation, which the kidneys turn into urine. Add a water pill late in the day, and you will be up again. Protect your sleep and your safety tonight. Front-load fluids in the first half of the day. Taper after dinner. Empty your bladder twice before bed, once 30 minutes before lights out, and once right at lights out. Ask your clinician if your diuretic timing can move earlier. Place a night light on the path to the bathroom, and keep floors clear to reduce fall risk. Up next is the pair many people trust to relax, but that silently steals deep sleep. Habit number 5. Late caffeine and a nightcap to unwind. Coffee at 4 and wine at 9 sound harmless. They are not. Caffeine blocks adenosine, the brain chemical that drives sleep pressure, and its half-life runs long in older adults. Alcohol makes you drowsy at first, then fragments sleep as it wears off and increases bathroom trips. According to the National Institutes of Health in 2022, caffeine delays sleep and reduces deep sleep, while evening alcohol suppresses amyamera and rebounds into lighter, more wakeful stages later. The mechanism is predictable. You fall asleep, then pop awake at 2 a.m. thirsty and restless. Set clear lines. Stop caffeine 8 hours before bedtime. Remember tea, chocolate, and many pain pills contain caffeine. Swap the nightcap for a warm, non-alcoholic drink and finish it at least 1 hour before bed so your bladder gets a break. If you choose alcohol, keep it earlier with food and water between sips. Notice how your body sleeps after different choices and adjust. Up next is the dinner mistake that can fire your chest and your brain at the worst time. Habit number 4. Heavy, spicy, or late meals that trigger reflux. You eat a big, rich dinner and head to bed an hour later. 10 minutes after lying down, you feel burning in your chest or a cough that will not quit. According to the American College of Gastroenterology guidelines in 2022, gastroesophageal reflux often worsens at night and disrupts sleep. Weight, late meals, alcohol, and certain foods make it worse. The mechanism is clear. A full stomach pushes acid upward when you recline, irritating the esophagus and waking your brain. Change the rhythm. Finish dinner 3 hours before bedtime. Make the last meal lighter and lower in fat. Limit peppermint, chocolate, onions, tomato sauce, and citrus at night if you notice symptoms. Elevate the head of the bed by about 6 inches if reflux bothers you often. Move heartburn medication earlier in the evening if your clinician agrees. If you have chest pain, black stools, or trouble swallowing, call your clinician promptly. Up next is a comfort routine that feels soothing but keeps your core temperature too high to drift off. Habit number 3. Hot showers, warm bedrooms, and bright bathrooms. Heat relaxes muscles, so a steamy shower before bed seems smart. The timing matters. Your body needs to drop its core temperature slightly to fall asleep. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine in 2021, a warm shower or bath about 1 to 2 hours before bed can help because you cool as you dry. Too close to lights out keeps you hot and alert. Room temperature counts too. Sleep medicine sources suggest a cool bedroom around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius supports deeper sleep. The mechanism is simple. Cooling signals the brain that night has arrived. Shift the heat earlier. Take a warm shower 1 to 2 hours before bed, then dry fully and put on breathable clothing. Keep the bedroom cool and dark. Use a small lamp in the bathroom at night rather than blasting bright overhead lights that shut down melatonin. Place non-slip bath mats and dry the floor to reduce slips. Up next is a mind trick that looks like rest, but actually wires your brain to stay awake in bed. Habit number 2. Lying in bed awake and clock watching. You crawl into bed early, scroll the news, worry about tomorrow, and keep checking the time. Your brain learns that the bed is a place to think, not to sleep. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine and Behavioral Sleep Guidelines in 2021, stimulus control and a consistent wake time are first-line treatments for insomnia and work better long-term than sedating pills. The mechanism is behavior-based. Your brain links the bed to wakeful activities and arousal. Break the link and sleep returns. Train your brain tonight. Go to bed only when you feel genuinely sleepy. If you are awake longer than about 20 minutes, get up, keep lights dim, and do a quiet, boring activity until sleepiness returns. Hide the clock so you are not timing the night. Protect a fixed wake time every morning. even after a rough night, and take a short 20-minute rest before mid-afternoon if needed. Add a gentle wind-down routine the last hour. Stretch, breathe slowly, read paper pages, or listen to calm music. Up next is number 1, because this habit sends more older adults to the ER with falls, confusion, and dangerous interactions. Habit number 1, popping sedating pills or mixing them with alcohol. You feel desperate for sleep and reach for over-the-counter night aids, leftover anxiety pills, or a glass of wine on top. It may knock you out, but the risks are high. The American Geriatric Society, Beers criteria in 2023 advises against routine use of first-generation antihistamines like diphenhydramine and against benzodiazepines in older adults because they increase confusion, dizziness, urinary retention, and falls. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration warns that mixing sedatives, opioids, or anxiety pills with alcohol can slow breathing and lead to overdose. The mechanism is serious. Sedatives dull the brain and weaken balance. Alcohol stacks the effect. Nighttime bathroom trips become dangerous. Morning fog lingers and raises daytime fall risk. Choose a safer path. Ask your clinician or pharmacist to review every medicine and supplement you take, including sleep products. Request a plan for tapering risky sedatives. Discuss low-dose melatonin timed 1 to 2 hours before bed, which some older adults find helpful. Ask about a referral for cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Research shows it improves sleep without these risks. If you snore loudly, gasp, or have morning headaches, request a sleep apnea screening because treating breathing problems restores deep sleep and protects your heart and brain. If you ever feel unsteady at night, slow down, use your night lights, and sit until the room stops spinning. Your safety comes first. You dimmed screens and bright lights so melatonin can rise on time. You trimmed late liquids and moved diuretics earlier to cut bathroom trips. You set a caffeine curfew and skipped the nightcap so deep sleep could return. You finished dinner earlier and eased reflux triggers to stop midnight burn. You cooled your routine and your bedroom so your core temperature could drop. You retrained your brain by leaving bed when awake and guarding a steady wake time. You protected yourself by avoiding sedating pills, checking for interactions, and asking about sleep apnea and cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Which one surprised you most? Tell me in the comments and add your country so I can tailor tips to your labels and seasons. If this helped, tap like and subscribe for weekly steps that keep you strong, steady, and energized.